Will we ever get Team Battle in Tekken 8? I've seen this question floating around quite a bit, and honestly, it's something to think about. And the reason that I've been thinking about this recently is because of a video that I saw. Two, actually. The first one being from my buddy, DenZH. Go check him out. His channel will be linked down in the description below. So if you have Tekken 8, then chances are at one point or another, you played the arcade mode. Not Arcade Quest with the little chibi guys, but arcade. You know, Tekken's bread and butter. Now, the interesting thing about this mode is that for the first time in Tekken history, there's no continue screen. Correct me if I'm wrong, but every Tekken game that I've played always has a continue screen because it was an arcade game. They want to give you time to put in your quarter and play again, right? Now, obviously, the reason for that being that Tekken 8 doesn't have an arcade version. I mean, yes, you can find it in arcades, but it came out for console. It wasn't first an arcade release and then went to console. It was just straight to console, which is kind of a big deal for the series. Now, in my opinion, this is kind of a bummer. I really like the continue screens. I think they're really neat. I feel the same exact way about the 3-second slow-mo replays that you get after every round. Unfortunately, we just don't have that anymore. You get the slow-mo right before the killing blow, which is awesome, don't get me wrong, but the replays after each round would be cool to add back. Anyway, getting back on topic, Den sent me this video right here, which shows Jin and Kazuya doing some interesting animations towards each other that are clearly not made for them. I mean, look at the way that they're moving. And I thought that this was just like the Akuma situation where it was data that he found in the game files. Speaking of the Akuma situation, if you want to check out that video on my channel, feel free to do so. But the animations looked so familiar, and so I thought to myself, let me go back and look at something real quick. And if you look at both of the Tekken Tag games, you'll see why these animations here look familiar, because they are. And look at that, it's like 1-to-1. And Den's video isn't the only one that I saw doing that with Tekken 8. Somebody else posted one like this 3 months ago. So what does this all mean? Well, in my opinion, whether these animations were found in Tekken 8's game files, or these guys just took them from the old games and put them in Tekken 8 to make a video, doesn't really make much of a difference. Harada has already talked about Team Battle. If you remember way back when we were going to get the announcement for Reina, and there was that whole Evo Tekken 8 showcase where you had a ton of pro players go up against each other to show off the game, they each got to pick 3 characters, essentially acting as 3 lives. And I'm pretty sure Harada said that if he was going to do Team Battle, he'd want it to look like this. He's even talked about it in later Tekken talks. So while it won't be working like the tag games where you can just switch in and out of a character mid-match, I feel like it'd act more as rounds. Every round you get to use one of the characters that you picked. And I think that'd be really cool, especially if they made that into an online mode. Bro. And if they wanted to have an offline version of Team Battle, they could bring back these fun animations. Since we aren't going to be getting a new tag game for the foreseeable future, I think this would be a really fun game mode to add. And I know that this is stretching it, but how cool would it be if you could get into an online room with your buddies and we could have it to where each round and each character was controlled by a different player. So essentially it'd be 3 players versus 3 players. That'd be so cool. But I'm just throwing ideas out there now. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. I'm always interested to hear you guys' thoughts, but that's going to do it for me today. As always, thank you so much for watching this video all the way through, and if you want to talk to me personally, feel free to join the Discord. The link to that will be down in the description below. And also, don't forget that I stream Tekken 8 with viewers every week. That'll do it for me today. You'll see me in the next video and or live stream. Until then, God bless, and don't forget to stay mad.